Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a f***ing name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste me, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent, and it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. That energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste me, you can try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fight me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste me, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love. I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the hours it takes to get some power. Don't be f***ing sour, take a cold shower. Scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder. And f*** all the doubters, they're just your downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I'm just telling you to fight for your dreams, but it's not what it seems. Man, it's hard to be seen when everybody wants to be king. Yeah, they all wanna ring, yeah, we all wanna be free. So show me what you got, what you bring. How you fight in the ring, how you take a fucking swing. Do you got heart, are you mean? Got some scars, got some needs, are you willing to go bleed? I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to win the crown. I'm off with these fucking crowds. We're all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Good day, Monadachis! Welcome, everyone! I hope you're having yourself an absolutely wonderful, fantastic, and extra spectacular day! Welcome back to the podcast! Today we're going to be talking about quite a few things, and more importantly, we're going to be discussing, before the end of the podcast, the final name that I have finally sat on for the podcast. It's an oldie, so I'm sure you're not going to be surprised. It's one that we already had. But we're finally going to make it official. And I'm finally going to start putting it out there, because I'm pretty sure nobody else has it yet. I think we're good. We'll find out. All right, let me get the boys in. We got Burrito and Ghost already in the waiting for us on Discord. Let me go ahead and pull them up, my dude. They're muted right now. Hello!
You.
Welcome back, my dudes. I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing day today.
Extremely amazing.
I know you said you're kind of you got the ick. You got the ick real bad.
Who?
Got a strong ick right now.
Oh,
Yeah, Burrito said he's got the strong ick going
Burrito?
on right now. His head hurts. Real big time bad.
you gotta kiss that boo boo.
Gotta kiss that boo boo. I'll give you a little kiss on your boo boo. I'll kiss your boo boos so hard you don't even know, Will. I'll make out with them boo boos.
I'm ready.
He's also gonna sing Soft Kitty.
Soft kitty.
Soft kitty. Soft kitty. How does soft kitty go? Sing it to me.
You don't know that one?
No, sing it to me.
Damn.
I want to hear it from you.
Oh, did you fall out?
Sing it to me, Burrito. Do it. Live rendition of Soft Kitty.
There we go.
I don't have my singing voice installed.
That's fine. I just want you to say it to me.
It needs to be.
Speak it to me.
Being
Soft
tuned up.
kitty. Soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
No, don't be
I
shy.
know. Sana culita de rana. I know that one.
You know, sana hoy, sana mañana.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's good. That one's nice.
Very nice.
It's very nice. Yeah. Has that dude made another movie? Is he gonna be making another movie anytime soon?
No.
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 He got canceled.
He's
Did he?
No, he's afraid of going back.
I wouldn't blame him. I would not blame him, bro. It is scary times nowadays, bro.
Yeah. He said it wouldn't cut it.
Even
I
like
mean,
first of
Friday
all,
this
he would
era.
just get canceled, like by freaking everybody again, because people are freaking, just looking for any excuse to
He's
cancel.
not
anybody
worried
now.
about getting canceled. He's worried
He's gonna
about
get blasted
life.
or something. Yeah,
Yep.
no, because like even now, freaking, like, and honestly, right now with how hostile people are against like all these like what's called bread tubers, Burrito, which is like the kick streamers that like to get into trouble, just like
Yeah.
talk mess. Like the Jack Dohertys or the Neons or the and stuff. And so these freaking bread tubers just go out and harass people, bro, out in public, especially like Jack Doherty. He'll like mad dog in front on people and like bump them on the freaking like walk past them and just freaking bump their chest on purpose, all freaking mad dog style. But because he has like his personal security guards, his own bodyguards, like the bodyguard will stand in between them, like and stop him. Of course, Neon does the same thing, but he does that to a professional boxer, and the boxer chased him down. Ain't no security guard, no bodyguard got in his way. I think I released a video about that. Go check it out on YouTube. For anybody in my chat. Yeah, no, that just came out like today or yesterday. Neon That
haven't seen
Jumped,
it.
it's called. It's on my channel. I reacted to it on my channel. Go check it out. But yeah, he basically ran away from his own security guard. So of course, like, no duh, like you're gonna get freaking jumped. What are you doing, stupid? If you hire a security guard, stay close to him. That's what you pay him money to do. But what else? Speaking of paying money, I've been debating hard, and this is the Chaos. Which one? Wait, what gadgets are you playing right now, Chaos? Like
What?
out of everything I'm playing right now, are you playing like I'm playing Honkai Star Rail? I am playing what is it? Zenless Zone Zero, and I'm playing Wuthering Waves and Nikke currently, and I'm trying to like play them out, see how they are, see which ones I keep, which ones I get rid of, or which ones I stop playing. Which ones
From
do you
the
got?
gacha games?
Yeah,
Just Zenless at the moment.
just Endless.
Hmm.
Would you or have you? Because I know you used to play like Arc Knights, and you used to play Girls Frontline. We were both big fans of that. Freaking love those two. I still have them on my phone. Though I think I'll probably drop, even though I loved it. I think I'm probably gonna drop Girls Frontline. I might continue Arc Knights for just a bit, but honestly, I don't see myself going back to those two right now. I just because the game, like, I'm spoiled now with these new gacha games.
I'm spoiled because of 3D.
They're 3D, and not only that, but there's less characters. There's not like a bajillion characters, except for Nikke. There's not like a bajillion characters, and it's just easier to like. I don't know. The gameplay is different. It's active. It's more entertaining for me. I like it.
Well, yeah, Zenless is more hands-on, I guess, in the fighting.
Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily call it any more difficult than any other gacha. You know, it's not like the most difficult thing in the world either. But
Yeah.
but you can like the combos, the switches, the counters. You can get pretty freaking like you can get pretty like wild with the combos in like the team building and stuff. So at this point, with this like quote unquote new level of like gameplay, this new level of like game, I guess, that we're getting for free, effectively, would you be more inclined now to like spend money on the game?
No, and yes, and maybe. It's
Possibly
hard
so.
to gauge it because
What would I guess?
if
How
I
about
install
this?
it on my phone, it becomes an addiction.
So do you
Because I always have it
do
on me.
you
know?
mainly play it on your phone, or do you ever sit down
I
and
just
play it
have
on
it
your computer?
on the PC.
Just on the PC. So
Yeah,
so
otherwise at work I'll be just
I guess
nonstop playing.
how far away are you from like being like, okay, my wallet's loose? Like, I mean, like, how far? Like, are you like, okay, like, okay, if this next banner is like, it's just like waifu material, and she's a damage dealer, and she's gonna fill in the one like slot in the team that you're trying to build. Like, are you
No,
like
it would have been. It's no more. It's not like Arc Knights. Otherwise, I would have done it with the what is it, the Shark Girl? Zenless.
Ellen Joe? Yeah, Ellen Joe.
Yeah, and I didn't.
To be fair, for me, even in like not that I was like, not that I was going to spend money, or really even like didn't really come close to being like I gotta buy it, but like, but one of those, but especially for Ellen Joe, at least in Zenless Zone, it's one of those situations where the only time she's overpowered, and she's amazing, but she's only great if you also have the freaking Von Lycan. If you don't have Ice Wolf like Daddy, well, like if you don't have Doggo Daddy, then Shark Girl doesn't like make any sense. Like you need Doggo Daddy to like actually have like the full ice team. But yeah, so the and the reason why I ask is that looking at all these different games, it's pretty obvious which gacha games are like super predatory and like just trying to, like, for example, Goddess of War Nikke, they will give you a reward for inputting your credit card information and just having it like on basically on like InstaPay, like instant purchase.
Didn't Apple do that at a certain point?
I don't know. Did they? I think they did. That sounds familiar to me. But it's just, and not only that, but like even in the middle of the campaign, I'm literally playing the campaign on stream, and and in the middle of the freaking campaign, it's like, yo, here's a limited time offer. You buy it right now in 2 hours.
Well, let me
discount,
know your
discount,
card.
discount. And on top of this discount, if you share with us and you leave your credit card information on this application so that you can instantly buy stuff in the future, I'll give you freaking like stuff. I'm like, you know what? This is just a little
So
too
what happens
predatory.
if you put in your social security?
It gives you like rewards. It gives you like a bunch of like stuff.
You get a free IRS letter in the mail.
Yeah, it's probably so you get a thank you card, a thank you letter from the hacker that
Yeah.
that stole your information from their servers. And you also get a free waifu, so you get to look at her booba. Nice 2D booba there for you. It's really nice.
So it's worth it, right? It's worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it for the waifus. It really is. But now, I guess at this point, the only reason I haven't spent any money on any of these games is mainly because I wanted to see if you can play these games for free, and I haven't spent any money on them. I'm not proud of this fact. I'm basically eating turds here, and like being like smiling with like turd in like in between my teeth. You get
Well,
me?
the only downside I see is that
Because all the
you know how the
whales,
banners are
all the
like,
good stuff.
yeah, the banners are like, oh, limited time. It's only up for 30 days, and if you can't get it within 30 days, you're pretty much screwed.
Yeah, that
But unless
FOMO.
you're playing the game like for hours straight, I feel like you're not gonna get the banner unless you're extremely lucky.
Not as a free to play.
hmm
Like you like it does feel like you have to whale out if you're trying to like hit up these banners, because now not only am I cause even with all the effort and work that I put into grinding in these games, which I don't put a lot, but as somebody who streams them every single once a week for 4 hours each, I feel like I can grind enough to pull for a character, but then in some of these games, you need to not only do you got to pull for the character, you got to pull for the weapon too. In Wuthering Waves, you got to pull for the sword. In Zenless Zone Zero, you got to pull for the little freaking like ball, or whatever the frick, the Pokeball.
And the engines.
The engine, you got to pull for the engine.
Well, not only that, you
In
also need to
Honkai,
pull
you
the
pull for the
same
light
character
cones.
regardless to get their specials or whatever.
Yeah, you do have to do that, but frankly, I feel like at least for Wuthering
Well,
Waves,
imagine that.
at
Then
least
you
for
need to
Wuthering
pull the
Waves,
if you want to like max out Shark Girl, you have to pull her what 5-10 times,
yes, you would have to pull
and
it
it's
5-10
like a
times.
1% chance or something to get her or something.
Yeah, which is basically that's where the real whales. So that right there, basically to me is like, okay, you just the only way to get that is to whale out.
And then that game is pretty easy. I thought it was gonna be challenging. I think I'm just going through the motions of just fighting rando bosses.
I feel like the biggest issue there is A, the TVs, because it slows down a lot, and B, the fact that they haven't given that like open world, open like where you're just like going from one phase to the next, fighting the same enemies. There's not really a huge variety and not a lot of changes. Not like Wuthering Waves. I feel like Wuthering Waves, even though they are similarly the same enemies in most areas, it still gives you enough of a variety that you're constantly like fighting new stuff and new bosses and new other stuff. Besides like the grinding, But yeah, no, honestly, I like it's a major difference between that though, because there's so much campaign, there's so much story that you can like get distracted by. At least in Wuthering Waves. On the other hand, another gacha game like Arc Knights or Girls Frontline, Nikkei. Nikkei has more campaign too for sure, but like all these other games can have a more competitive aspect too. Like for example, Clash Royale, Battle Royale, Burrito. We used to freaking get pretty competitive about that stuff, but you can still purchase a lot of those cards, right? If you whale out, you could purchase but in that game, it's not quite the same as like Clash of Clans where you would buy like the freaking purple liquid, the purple goo, the whatever the freak,
Not
the purple
no.
nut.
The
Purple nut.
purple
No,
nut.
no, it's
all it
different.
was,
I
really.
played Clash of Clans for a little bit. I got into it for a little bit, but then I plateaued and I was like, whatever. But Clash Royale, even now, but you're right. We've played it for what many years ago. And even now, I'm still playing it. I haven't given any money into it now, or at least in the past few years. When I first started playing it, I do admit, unfortunately, I was one of those. New card. Here's $10. Let me start
Yeah.
off with 5 cards. Um, so into it, yeah, but it's more of a I don't know, maybe with Clash Royale,
I
it's I know it's more like of a cosmetic more than anything. I mean, yes, there is that slight advantage of like, oh, okay, cool, because even now even now with the newer updates, right? They're doing newer updates and they're releasing a brand new card with that update. You can buy like let's say a full deck or whatever for like $30. And like obviously
for
you'll get the
30.
new card. Yeah, you get the new card, and you can add it to your team and whatnot. Um, I still have yet to unlock like the last 4 or 3 from the most recent updates because I never decided to buy them, and just like you were mentioning earlier, sometimes it's hard to pull them even with the most like, oh, you have a gold chest or you have a magic chest, whatever it is. I still have yet to pull them in those chests. So it's like so I think they're kind of now pushing for a lot more not investment, but like more money, more
And
money hungry stuff ideas.
and in that game, when you whale out and you break, you freaking you open your wallet and you buy. Do you get the card you want, or is it still a gotcha system? Is it still like a random chance to get the freaking card? You just bought
They
the
have
chest.
they have both options. So they have where they says, oh, hey, check out our new card. This is our newest card, yada yada, $30, and we'll give you 40, 50 cards to start off on your deck. And you're purchasing what you want. And then they have another option where you have gold. You don't use money to buy the treasure chest, but you can use the gold to buy a treasure chest, and then you can buy gold with your money in real life money. So they give you the option to you can use your money to buy their newest banner, their newest emotes, their newest whatever it is, or you can use your gold to buy, okay, I want to buy a magic chest, or I want to buy a gold chest with your gold, depending on how much gold you have. If you don't have a lot, you can buy gold with in real life money. And
But can I
pretty much,
specifically go like,
no, you can't specifically
this
say
is
I
Death
want.
Knight, this is the sexy witch, and I want that sexy witch.
No,
So
not if it's. Uh-huh.
so I guess my question would be, if they gave you that option, if they changed nothing else but gave you that option of like, hey, uh, once this banner is over, I don't know if they do banners in. Do they do banners
They
in that
they
particular game?
they do, yes, and they changed the system, and I hate it because when it was available, the way it would work. Let's say I would have to win like 3 matches in a day, and I'll get a free pool.
Yeah.
Now that option is gone. I don't know I don't know how to get new banners aside from buying them. I don't know how to get new banners, so I'm stuck with the from like Christmas. I'm stuck with the last one from Christmas or so.
What the frick? Is that like an update issue or what?
No, it's just like I said. You have to buy the banners, or you have to
I guess
pull.
winning 3 matches was too easy.
So
People
yeah,
were pulling a lot.
is that more like, so would that be like the Helldivers banners then in that case? Sounds like more like the Helldivers banners rather than the so because the banners in these
Oh, but
gacha
Burrito
games
says
is
you
typically on
could,
a
I
character
guess you can no
basis.
longer get the banner for free, right?
Monday?
I guess you can't pull for banners anymore unless you have money.
Correct. Yeah. So again, I don't know I think you can pull them from the treasure chest, their loot system. I like I said, I've had multiple treasure chests. I haven't pulled any banners yet, and the only way that I was able to get banners beforehand is you would win certain amount of matches during a game. You'll get rewarded, and like, okay, cool. Now you have the option to get a banner. Yeah, obviously, it'll be a basic one, a plain one, but you'll get a banner. Now they've removed that option, and the only way, as far as I can see, to get one, you have to buy it. And again, you have to buy what they're selling. So you have to buy their newest update of the card, the newest update of swag or whatever they whatever they're trying to push. But as far as if you can pull it from a chest, I haven't pulled anything in a minute.
Okay, but cause, just to make sure though, because like in this particular case, the banners like for Honkai Star Rail would be for one particular character,
Mhm.
and that character's like designated light cone or that character's designated weapon, and they have the banner on for like 3 months, for like not even 3 months, like a month or two, month and a half, and then new banner comes out, new character, new light cone for that character, and there's no way for you to really pull for that character anymore. If you want them, you're kind of screwed. You just gotta wait until the next time to decide to redo the banner again. Is that similar to how that works?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, it's purely cosmetic as far as like banners and skins. It's really just cosmetic. The only pay to win is, like I said, they released the update. They released the new card with the update. You can purchase in real life money, with your in real life money, purchase a new card. But other than that, it's all purely just cosmetics. But yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
exactly the way you explained it.
Okay, so because I like and I'll emphasize this point. I've always said that with any game, especially if it's a free to play game, whether it's the Call of Duty, Battle Royale, Warzone, whether it's Warzone or whether it's any of these gacha games, it's like, especially if you do it at, like, think about it as like an indie game. I feel like $30 is more than fair for you to like be like, you know what, you have entertained me so much. I could have spent these $30 on a indie video game. I spent it on this. You entertained me for however many hours. Because to me, that's really what it is. So, because there's certain single player video games that I will buy for $30, or whatever, or $60 even. I'll play them once, beat the single player campaign for $60, and then never touch them ever again in my entire life.
Yeah, I get that. And going back to your original question, as far as like, if the game is free to play, are you more inclined to buy something? Yeah, it's a free game. Like you mentioned, hey, you've entertained me for the past couple weeks or the past couple days. Yeah, maybe I'll shoot you a 5 spot real quick. Let me get a booster. Let me get something off of it. And that's pretty much how like I said, when I first started playing Clash Royale, or Clash Royale. I'm sad to admit, but I did put money into it. I did put money into it.
I feel like $30 to $60 is fair. If you get like a good 8 to 10 hours of entertainment, like genuine entertainment, not like, well, I've sat here and grinded for 10 hours and I hate my life. But I finally can level up my character one level after 5 hours of grinding. Oh, goody. No, screw you. You can't freaking bite my freaking, you can suck my monkey chunks from behind. You feel me? But if it's like, if it's genuinely gave you a good time and you genuinely enjoyed it and genuinely gave you some value, yeah, $30 to $60 to me is absolutely fair. If you're going beyond that, I gotta start judging you. Now you're just addicted to something. Like you gotta.
Oh yeah. Oh,
that's a subscription.
Easily.
That's a subscription. Like, what is this? Like World of Warcraft? But that's
easily
the thing.
Over.
But that's the thing, right? Then you have games like World of Warcraft. You have services like Xbox Game Pass, where it's $15 a month. It's $10 a month just to play World of Warcraft. Like, it's $10 a month just to play World of Warcraft. You stop paying, you suddenly can't freaking play World of Warcraft anymore. So as far as I'm concerned, I feel like $10 a month even would be reasonable, even for a gacha game. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and like shit on everybody who plays gacha games, but I feel like with that same logic, I gotta reverse it on the gacha games because I hate how freaking random it is. How are you gonna make me require 5 copies of these freaking waifus when you're gonna make it so freaking random?
It doesn't even hit the same way. Like if look at Fortnite or Call of Duty, you could choose the skins you want.
Exactly.
Get it over with.
You're just done.
They're
expensive.
Expensive.
Yeah.
But it's a one and done deal. You know?
I would
Not only
pref-
that, it's multiplayer. Gacha games, you can't show it to anybody unless you're IRL. Oh, look what
Yeah,
I have.
like
yeah.
But when you
like
play online, like Fortnite or Call of Duty, you instantly go into a lobby like, oh shit,
like
that's the new
I don't know
character you
about
got.
you
That's the new
all.
animation. That's the new kill animation. Oh shit, you know?
Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
like I don't know about you all, but I never had a problem with the way Rainbow Six Siege handled their operators. And it's very similar to Zenless Zone Zero. It's very similar to Honkai Star Rail, where you have a set like banner list of like, whatever 24 operatives to 12 operatives or whatever the frick. And then it's like, well there you go, this is it. Like of course in Rainbow Six Siege, not the same. You paid for a full game. Uh but if you were to do that, make it free to play, and then like just release a batch of characters and like be like, hey, $20, you get the whole season, you get the whole freaking batch.
Yeah, but Warzone is free to play,
Warzone is free to play, but I never really.
and Fortnite's free to
I
play.
have to admit, me personally, and this is more on my side.
I
I
spend
don't really
money on
care.
Fortnite.
I don't really care much for the cosmetics. Really, not really. If I see something that I gotta that absolutely I'll go nuts for, like for example, right now in Fortnite, there's the Fallout T51B power armor like skin. If I unlocked it,
But same, I almost pulled the trigger on the Gundam bundle for Warzone.
almost is the key word. I haven't done it
Oh
either.
yeah, because
I
I
haven't done it
stopped
either.
playing Call of Duty. That's
So
the only reason.
you suddenly you
I
remember
started I
you
started
remember you have
playing
rent, and suddenly
Helldivers.
you just start to leave the
No,
marketplace.
it's more like, do I play Call of Duty? Like, no, we don't play Call of Duty
And
as we used to.
I mean,
see
true. That is exactly true. It's
that
just
is
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
well, we don't play this game no more. It's like, well, what am I going to put $20 on it to
yeah.
get a
Why
skin or
invest
to get
money
a
into a game that you don't play anymore?
yeah? And
Yeah.
it's just like Chaos said, like, okay, cool, multiplayer at least it's fine. You can show it off to people online. But if you're playing single, it's like, who am I going to show it to?
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no point, no
to the
point.
neighbor. Hey,
So that's why
no, check it out.
cosmetics. That's why cosmetics I feel like are very like yeah, like you could take them or leave them. But when it comes to these gotcha like waifus, some of them are like support characters. Some of them are actual damage dealers. You actually genuinely need them. Similar to like in Burrito, like the Clash Royale and whatnot as well that Burrito plays. Like some of these are actually like they actually can one shot you. Like they can actually defeat enemies very easily, very quickly. Like they're broken. Like so, it's kind of like you get that character, you just win.
No, but
You just won the game. You understand me? Like so, that's what I'm saying.
oh,
Like,
that's
would
it's
you
more
be
predatory.
okay? Would you be okay?
I like Call of Duty still.
Well,
When the new weapon banner shows up, that's the most broken thing you can have in the game.
yeah,
Yeah.
you want
Everyone
to.
has it, but it's still in the game, and you can still get it, and it's free.
Yes.
It'll just take you a couple hours of grinding.
Yeah, but on gotcha games, it's like it's in the game. Good luck trying to get it out of all these random pulls,
So would you be more
and you miss
okay?
it. Good luck. Better
So
next time.
so would you be more okay with them just paywalling it? With just being like not necessarily.
No,
So
but then
I'm
they
not talking
don't
about.
look at
Hold on, let me rephrase that. So
how
not in
much is
Call of Duty.
Endless Zone Zero on their first month that it came out. On the first month, they made 100 million.
So what if instead of like making it a random drawing for Zenless Zone Zero, it was like there's this character, she is available. It's like $5. You don't gotta get 5 copies. You don't got just here's freaking $5.
But the thing
Or
with
whatever the frick.
gotcha games are like they're unique in a way that they make it extremely hard, and therefore you have bragging rights in a sense.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of in the sense where, like I said, in Warzone, certain skins get pulled and forever gone. You have the bragging rights. Oh, I have this. But it's harder on gotcha games, so the bragging rights go through the roof,
Yeah,
you know?
I get that. I feel like
Fortnite just became stupid. Now there's songs. I don't know, there's songs now.
I mean,
Like,
okay,
there's music. I'm like, okay.
to be
Playing in the
fair,
lobby.
to be fair, I the other night I was a Viking running around with an assault force multiplier, and I was getting blasted by Peter Griffin in a gold tuxedo,
Exactly.
while my teammate was freaking Goku and Deku
Fortnite
from My
is
Hero Academia. So I don't
is
freaking
a
know
whole bunch
anymore.
of
I
collaborations
got
all
shot
mashed
by Aang
together.
the Avatar.
There you go. It's a
Hmm.
whole bunch of collabs, you know. That's what it's
uh,
becoming to, or
I
at
get.
least free to play games.
I guess I have no genuine how can I say this? I have no genuine solution to this. But I guess I wish at a certain point there wasn't this like there was a little bit less random element to it. I wish the gacha games had a little bit less random element to it because at a certain point I would rather just be like, oh, what is this? There's a new character? Oh, you could do the random pulls for free, or you could just pay money and bam, you just get the character. And I know it would piss off a lot of people, and I know a lot of people would say, yada, like, that's pay to win, yada, yada. But it's like, at a certain point, I'm just like, freaking, hey, dude, just freaking, like, you, like, give people a decent chance, like the 50, because right now, you get the 50-50 shot. Even if you get the guaranteed S rank after grinding all that, you still only have a 50-50 shot at getting the banner character. And it's just like, I hate this random, like, these extra elements of randomness. It's really annoying. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard for me to get into it because there's no like. I like competitive games in general. Just
I
kind
li-
of hard to be in the community of gotcha games or Zenless Zone Zero or games like that.
I have
Where like,
to.
if we get together, what if we could talk about the story? You could talk about the characters and people that create art for it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but if you're like, oh, you can't really play the game because it's all account based and you can't really compete. I guess there's no PvP or anything like that or co-op.
Yeah.
Where at least in these games, and Crash Royale, there is all that stuff. I guess right. There's PvP.
Yes.
Yeah. On these games, there's nothing like that.
I think in Wuthering Waves there might be something. I don't know if it's
I
PvP
haven't
or
played it.
PvE. I think it's PvE. I think I think there's co-op. You can join me in Wuthering Waves. Uh, but what you should get into, please get into it. So, because I need a healer anyway. Not that there's like healers in positions and stuff, but I do need somebody to help me take some damage. Anyway, frick, I had a point to make, and now you got me thinking about Wuthering Waves. Anyway, doesn't matter. The point is, I'm in a very that's what I was gonna say. I'm in a very unique situation though, because like, as far as I'm concerned, like if it was just me playing on my own, you feel me? Like just me on my phone playing or whatever. There's not a whole lot of reason for me to go out and spend a bunch of money on this game. I'll play it, see if it's fun. If it's fun and it wastes my time when I'm taking a poop, I'll play the game. You get me? Like it's that's all I think about. Uh, But since I get to stream a lot of this, it's free content. There's a bunch of campaign that I can like play through for just content. Play through it, enjoy it, show it off to the audience. If I pull any S rank characters, that's an instant short. That's shorts. That's a video. That's content. So even if I put money into it, theoretically, that's content. That's a business expense. That is an investment into my channel. So I have like that unique aspect to it too. But I haven't really found myself really struggling to like or like really wanting to spend a lot of money into it. And I don't know what I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't know what would make me pull the trigger. I don't know what would make me like say done. Here it is. I'm wailing. I almost felt desperate for that in Honkai Star Rail, and you know why? Because I didn't really have any damage stealing characters, and I was like falling behind, and it felt like more of a grind, more of a chore to play the game than to actually like play the game and enjoy it. Now that I do got one, I got lucky. The game is a lot more enjoyable, but it's freaking like it's definitely one of those situations where I can see someone getting frustrated and just freaking wailing out.
I guess so.
And I don't got a Mr. Beast to give me like $1 million to like get out of my debts, you know? He's out there in the middle of some scams right now, and you know he's busy. You know he's gotta fake some game shows. He's gotta stick some people inside of a isolation chamber and and never turn the lights off so they can never sleep. Just torture them for days on end. Have you guys heard about that, Burrito? Have you heard about Mr. Beast? You know who Mr. Beast is, right? You guys know. Just to make
Do
sure.
an experiment if he
I was
pays
watching.
me well.
You
I
said
was
you'll
just
defend him
watching
and pays you
the.
well. I'll defend
No,
him
so
too.
I'll do an experiment with for him.
Oh yeah, bro. Hey, yeah. Give me $1 million, bro, and I'll freaking give me $1,000. I'll do a lot of things for $1,000.
I was watching the. You remember? I guess he got a whole bunch of content creators to stay in like a box or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but I was watching.
People
I
got
think
mad.
Ludwig was streaming, and he was telling his audience all the behind the scenes stuff that was going on,
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, I thought that was legit," and until he's like, pretty much everything's kind of rigged in a sense.
Huh.
Because he said like before everyone got in, like Mr. Beast went with Logan Paul. I guess they were talking to each other,
yeah.
sort of to tell him, oh, what's gonna be next, in a situation. What
Just sort of
challenge is
like
gonna be
leading
next?
them on.
Yeah, leading him on, and then sort of to get the idea. And he said most of the contestants there had stuff to do, so they were just there for their content and get out. They don't really care about the $1 million because it's not theirs at the end of the day. It's for their community, right?
Yeah,
So he would say like certain content creators were there was a bed of money, right?
yeah, yeah,
And under it was like stacks of 100. They figured it out.
yeah. It was like
And
actually
some
real money.
yeah, so certain people are like, "Oh, let me just stuff all of this money in here and
Oh, that was
oops."
yeah. I know. There was that one chick.
Yeah.
She and her husband, I think it is. They make
Yeah.
content together. I love their stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, like Lug was like, "Oh, she probably got like 80 grand in cash and just bailed."
Just left. Goodbye.
Yeah, because he's like, I was doing the same thing. I don't know if you noticed me, but I was stacking hundreds
I
onto the left
saw
corner
they
of the
showed it
box.
on camera. He just had like
Yeah,
freaking like little stacks.
yeah.
That was hilarious. I would
Mhm.
have done the same. I'll be honest.
And then you remember there was a series where they had all the Tesla trucks,
Yes.
and I guess they're like, oh, if you get out by yourself, you can shoot, and if you shoot and you make it in, your number one fan gets the Cybertruck.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's like, I don't know where the fuck they pulled these number one fans from, but they already had them in house, right? So Ludwig's like, yo, can you pull my number one fan out here? And I guess they brought him out, and he's like testing him. He's like, yo, what do you like about my last previous stream?
I
And
didn't
he
really
couldn't
think
answer
about
it.
that, but
He couldn't really answer it. And he's like, they just got some random people off the street and told him, do you know Ludwig? Do you know so and
yeah, I
so?
was
You
gonna
know?
say, I'm like, how do you verify this is your number one
Yeah.
fan? Did they like? I did. That didn't even cross my mind. I didn't really think about that. How the
Oh my
freak? Because
god.
they didn't have
Yeah.
any like. They didn't have any like. Hey, yo, subscribers! Here's a
Yeah.
challenge for you. Whoever answers 100 questions correct for freaking Ludwig gets to be in the freaking show. They never questioned anybody or like had a
Yeah,
competition
they
to figure
never
out.
questioned anyone.
Yeah, how the frick would they get their number one fans? What the frick? I didn't even think about that. Plus, it's like that's 100 YouTubers and you gotta like hold auditions for their audience. But you're
That's what
right.
I'm
You're
saying.
right. That's freaking wild.
So the whole thing was like, because I show speed. I guess they gave him another like chance also
Uh,
to go back
that was
in.
freaking
Yeah.
hilarious. By the way, that felt
Mhm.
genuine when like he came in late because he like his plane got delayed or whatever.
I
And
think
they were
it was
like,
just
"Hey,
false
are
start.
you guys okay? Like, if he just joins late?" And everyone was like, "No."
Yeah.
I'll be fair, bro. If I was in there too, like, if it's legit, if all of it's real, and I'm playing for that money, it's like, no. You're telling me you want to add additional competition? Like, no. Show up on time. I don't care. Should have taken an earlier flight. Like, what do you mean?
The only thing that made me realize of that show is there's bigger people out there or YouTubers out there Yeah, they're just international. That I never heard of, but they have way more subscribers than stuff I watch.
Yeah. What do you mean? Like, you're saying they might be
No, like they're like Spanish YouTubers or like from other countries. I guess since they're popular in their place, and I had never heard of them. So they have a lot of subscribers because all your subscriber counts is on your back of your shirt. I don't know if you noticed. All
Is
the
that what
contestants.
that was?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a soccer thing.
No.
I really thought, bro.
Yeah. So when I saw some of the other
I
like
really
YouTubers, like
thought. I really thought they just like
when you,
told them all to pick a number. Like, hey, just pick a number for your soccer jersey,
yeah, just
and people just
pick
pick their favorite
500K.
number. That was stupid. I didn't realize that. I really thought. I'm such an idiot.
That was funny.
I'm such an idiot. I really thought that was what that was. Oh man, but now he's being accused of not only faking a bunch of that stuff, but apparently there was one video where he was so basically there's a video where he was supposed to spend 100 days on a raft in the middle of the ocean.
Oh,
Like,
Mr. Beast?
yes. Like on a
Yeah.
raft, like on an actual like a bunch of pieces of wood, and like he got to make like a tent out of a bunch of fabrics and stuff and ropes. But even in the video, you can see, no one really pointed it out at the time. Nobody was smart enough to figure it out, or nobody cared enough to figure it out. But you could see that like during the time lapses when it's like going day night, days like, or like the whole night is going by and in the morning, like there's nobody sleeping in the beds. The wind like blows the blankets a little bit, and you can see that there's absolutely nobody inside that tent.
Mm,
They're on a yacht.
just chilling.
According to the person, the allegations, they were on a yacht for the cast and crew, just chilling overnight, and then in the morning they would be on the boat, and magically, which is true, magically they suddenly have raincoats. Where the frick did those raincoats come from? We don't know, but it's supposed to be 100 days in the ocean. They magically got these raincoats.
Yeah, they were just floating by.
Airdrop supply. They
Y'all
call
ever
that back.
you ever play that game Raft? The one where you
Yeah.
had to like throw a hook, like a fishing hook, and like pick
Yes.
up trash. Love that game, bro. He just like saw the raincoat like floating in the water. He threw his
Yeah.
hook. He picked it up. He's like, "Oh, dude, inventory increased. Got a raincoat. Let's go. Equip that real quick. Next time I'm gonna catch a shark and eat it, bro. We should play Raft, bro. I freaking love Raft. So good, such a good game.
I
Such a
I
good
have
game.
seen those videos on Instagram where like
Bro,
there's these people that go out in the middle of the ocean just collecting like the big like containers that fall off ships,
yeah.
and they open some, and there's sometimes just Apple electronics, like hundreds of them in them. I'm like,
What
oh
the
damn.
frick?
Yeah.
I never thought about that. You think that's like that feels like such a Jack Sparrow like pirate thing to do, where
Yep.
like you're delivering cargo and some of the cargo just goes overboard. You know,
Mhm.
you like pay somebody in the shipping company to like start chucking stuff overboard. You know what I'm saying? A little sip
A
them
little
little
something,
something. Yeah, a
just,
little something for you.
it just
Just make sure some containers just fall over. You know, the
just
ocean's
fall over.
freaking the ocean moves boats a lot. You know, it's very rickety. You get motion sickness. Sometimes some things fall off the edge. You know what I'm saying? Oh, freaking A, dude. What is the deal right now with all these freaking ginormous YouTubers? It's freaking wild.
The
And now,
most recent thing I seen was iShowSpeed got banned from YouTube.
why?
Oh yeah,
What
I
happened?
seen that.
Because he was risking his life because he was doing that.
Really, for that stunt?
Oh, for the
Yeah.
jumping over the cars thing.
Yeah,
Really?
jumping over the Lambos.
He did it like 3 times.
Mhm.
Because he did it the one time, and then people were like, Cap, bro. And so then he's like, aight, Cap, like, I'll do it live twice. And so he did it back to back. He did one after another. He did it back to back.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, no duh. That is like the most dangerous thing ever, and you can bet your bottom dollar if that video got the amount of views that it got, and it got as popular as it got, and YouTube didn't take it down, every single streamer would be trying to replicate it. Forget kids and normies, people's like doing it. Every single content creator would be trying to replicate it or do something, or like try to like beat it or go a step above.
But that used to be a thing. I forgot
Yeah.
who did it, who did it first, but I guess since has a lot of viewers and influence, I guess
I mean,
you're right.
emphasis on was a thing. there's a reason why it was a thing, and it's not currently a thing. Like YouTube cracked down on that stuff because it's basically putting your life in danger, and that's just like, come on.
Yeah, but I feel like that's the choice of the person if they want to do that.
I mean, honestly, as I was saying it too, I started to my mind started to change because I'm like, is it like what, how, I kind of had to defend iShow Speed here because like, ain't nobody like get mad when Evel Knievel did it.
That's what I'm saying. Everything
Like,
has a risk, you know. He's an
yeah,
entertainer at the end of the day.
like nobody was throwing a fit when Evel Knievel was out here like trying to freaking jump over like crevices and stuff and like, you know, like trying to freaking like damn near get
YouTube
himself
just
killed, you know?
got too soft.
Frankly, like because I feel like is iShow Speed jumping over those vehicles with appropriate medical staff on the side and professional drivers or whatnot, yada yada. Is him doing that any more dangerous or any more deserving of punishment than some rando getting on a bike, jumping over 2 or 3 active, live, fan spinning helicopters? You get me? Like, is that any more dangerous?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Has someone go find that video? Is that a real thing? I don't know if I just made that up. I feel like that's something I saw. I might just be thinking about the motorcycle scene in Ghost Rider with with Nicolas Cage. But like you know, like I feel like now I'm kind of on iShow Speed side actually. I don't like him. I don't like that video getting taken down. I feel like that's censorship. If we're cool with Evel Knievel doing dangerous stuff, why are we not okay with this? I don't know, bro. He should do it again, but he should do it for charity, so that when YouTube takes it down, they look bad.
They're like, oh, YouTube took it down.
I can't believe it.
Kids can't get treatment. They feel bad.
All those poor kitties.
Mhm.
Now they'll never get treatments for that disease. You know,
Dude,
the
imagine
one
Evel Knievel was born during our time, streaming it.
Evel Knievel.
Well, that's the thing. It's the
probably get
platform
canceled.
that has the issue. Yeah, it's the platform.
He'd probably be getting canceled left and right. Like nobody would like. He'd have to be on Rumble or on Kick. No, he'd have to be on Kick. Honestly, flat out, he'd be on Kick, and he'd do well. He would do well. I think so. I think Evel Knievel would be on Kick, and I think he would be freaking like it would be top tier stuff. And you know why? Because I think he would be here, and he'd be doing iShow Speed stuff, and he'd be getting kicked off of Twitch. He'd be getting kicked off of YouTube, and then he would be like, "Screw you guys, I'm going to Kick," and he starts streaming on Kick, and he blows up. I think so. I think he would be a top tier streamer nowadays. He would have like the whole freaking like GoPro like POV camera. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Oh, it would be sick, bro. I think it would be legendary. In fact, why is that not something somebody? I'm sure somebody's doing that. If they're not, then that's just the golden market right there. I feel like live stunts, first person POV. That's freaking
has
dope.
gotten canceled recently.
Well, not really canceled, but like trying to get silenced. I guess I would say is freaking CoffeeZilla. You guys know who CoffeeZilla is, right?
No,
I've seen his stuff.
So CoffeeZilla is basically like a journalist that sort of handles more of the business internet side of things, like cryptocurrency scams, content like card scams, like basically just like online scams of any nature. He's a journalist, does investigations, investigative work. Really, really cool dude. Mostly just commentary. You know, he's freaking solid videos. Love those videos. Love his content. Highly recommend it. But the point being is that at a certain point, he covered a particular case, a scam that was being done, let's say, under the nose of Logan Paul, where he took a bunch of people's money, like $18 million worth of people's money, in a crypto scam in NFTs. Now, Burrito, you understand crypto coins to a certain degree, right?
yes.
So let's say you were to buy a crypto coin for me, but instead of being a crypto coin, you're buying an egg, a little egg that hatches, and you can like.
Gonna be a cookie?
Sure, it could be a cookie.
Okay,
And
what
this
kind of
cook,
cookie?
it's a cookie that hatches, and you can combine this cookie with other cookies to make like a special cookie. So like you could take like an almond cookie, and you could take like
Oh,
a
special
chocolate.
cookie.
Yeah, you could take like a ookie cookie, and you could take like an almond cookie, and mix them together to make like a half chocolate chip, half almond, raisin, chocolate chip.
Oh, I don't want the cookie anymore.
Okay, well let's. How about you mix it like half and half, and so you get like half chocolate chip, half white chocolate chip.
Oh, okay. I'm
Right,
following along.
and then you're like, well
So far, you
now,
got him
but
on
it's
board.
virtual. You don't actually get the cookie, but it's like you get a picture of the cookie. So so you gave me like
Gotta
20. So you
keep it,
so
save it.
so then now what you do is now that you made this cool cookie, you can like sell this cool cookie to other people, and like that's how you make money. You're like, well look, I got this
Yeah, so
cool
want my
cookie.
cookie?
Of course, if it crumbles, hell yeah.
Okay, I got my first seller here.
Alright, sweet. In the ideal world, this is awesome because now you bought these cookies for like $10, but since you combined them, you're gonna sell them. You're gonna sell the combined one to like Chaos for like $50. So you make like $20
Why
profit, right?
$50?
But shut up. That's how much you bought it for because you have $50, and that's how much a burrito is selling it for. And you decided that you wanted this freaking cookie. You just had to have it.
So I
Right?
just spent $50 on a
Yes,
burrito's
because
cookie.
that's
On the
apparently
burrito cookie. There you go. Burrito cookie.
apparently that's your freaking those are your priorities. See, because you heard Logan Paul was advertising these cookies. You see, and so you're like, what, Logan Paul cookies? That's better than the Pokemon cookies. So you freaking jump on over to his freaking side of the table, and you're like,
But
I'll
I
buy
bid
that
on
cookie.
Pokemon's cookie for $500,000.
You did. It's Pokemon's cookie. See, so you get Pokemon's cookie now. But here's the problem, right? You were like, all right, this sounds cool because Logan Paul said it's gonna be cool and it's gonna be all great. It turns out Logan Paul never made this game though, so you guys never got the cookies to begin with. None of this matters. The cookies never existed. And so the problem now is he still has your $18 million. And no cookies were ever delivered, and now you're cookieless. You're a
But
cookieless,
I
poor
want my
sad
cookie.
sack of non-cookie having just
I
depression.
put all my money into this cookie.
You did put all your money into this cookie, but you didn't get the cookie, did you?
No.
So
I'm
now,
sad now.
so now you're sad about this, and you're like, well, I want my monies back. And so Logan Paul said, well, I'll give you your monies back, but I'm only going to give you 10% of the monies you gave me back. And you have to sign this piece of paper that says that if you take the 10%, so you only get like 10% of the monies you gave me. You don't get to sue me ever again or bring it up ever again or be mad at me ever again. Like I get to get away with the rest. So I get to keep 90% of your money. You get 10% back, and you never get to complain about it. How does that offer sound to you?
Can I make
We
a
sad boys.
a different cookie?
No,
Yeah,
because
but then,
you never got the cookie to begin with, and like he has not released a fully functioning version of the game that has all the features that were promised. So you don't even have the cookies in working condition. Like you can't trade this with Chaos yet to make that money. Like that you might even have the cookie and you can look at it, but you can't even like sell it to Chaos.
But Chaos already gave me his money.
And now, no, you haven't gotten it yet. And now you're trying to sell it to Chaos, obviously, because that was the promise. You see, that's what Logan Paul promised you'd be able to do. So now you have the cookie in your hand, but because Logan Paul got in trouble and people found out about his non-cookie having games, now people are like, well, what the frick? Like, well, now I don't like. Chaos is like, well, screw that guy. He lied about the cookies. So now you're like, yo, Chaos, I got this cookie though, but like once the game starts to work, like you want to buy this cookie, right? And Chaos is like, well, now suddenly I don't want this freaking game. Now I want to go spend this money on Clash Royale. I want to get me that sexy witch. You know, I was gonna buy the cookie, but now Logan Paul made a big deal about it, and now I'm like, I'm over it. I just don't want it no more. I'm out. I wouldn't even give you $5 for that cookie no more now. But you're like, I gotta spend $10 on this freaking cookie. Now he's not even willing to give me $5.
Not even a penny.
Not even a penny. So logically, what do? You sue the guy because you're like, what the freak? This is not what you promised me. And of course, that's That's where we're currently at. They're fighting him for a lawsuit. So CoffeeZilla, being this YouTube journalist, found out about the situation and like made a report about it, and yada yada, all this stuff is going on. So Logan Paul basically comes out and says, "Hey, I'm gonna make this right. I'm gonna dedicate $1.8 million to help people get their money back, even though he took 18 million, but he's gonna give back 1.8." Most people.
He's a man of the people.
Huh?
He's a man of the people.
He is a man of the people. He is a man of the people. Even though he's the one who took the money in the first place, but he is a man of the people.
Modern day Robin Hood.
Now, of course, the excuse being here that it was his business partners. They were the scam artists. They screwed him over and they took the money. Okay, fine. He then says, "Not only am I going to pay back all these people, I'm also going to finish the game. That's right, I'm going to make the game. It's going to happen." So, a year goes by. None of that happened, really. He hasn't made the game yet, and he hasn't really made the game or paid back all those people. He did try to give people back like a small percentage of what he actually owed them, and if they accepted the money, he would just you would accept the money, but you wouldn't be able to sue him for any further to get the rest of your money back. So
yeah,
if you wanted 100% of your money back, you had to just not take the 10%. So, CoffeeZilla reports all this. Logan threatens to sue him, makes a big deal on YouTube, puts out a letter like, "Screw you, how dare you call me out, like, how dare you hold me accountable for my own actions," and yada yada. And then, when people got mad at him, he made another video like, "Actually, you know what, thank you, you're such a cool guy, because I totally didn't know about this, it's totally their fault, and now that you told me that this stuff is happening, I can make corrections, I can do good things, so I'm gonna fix it, I'm gonna finish the game, and I'm gonna pay people back their money." And so CoffeeZilla's like, "I bet, let's go." A year goes by, and CoffeeZilla's like, "Hey, bro, you paid back those people? It's been a year." And he's like, "Oh, bro, I'm on it. Don't worry about it." And then he texts him again, like, "Hey, bro, you pay back those people? Like, what's up?" And he ghosts him, and he's like, "All right, well, check it out though, because now I'm hearing about this other situation. Because Logan Paul apparently owns a website. Now, Burrito, this is right up your alley. Tell me if this sounds familiar. So." You don't have to say what you do or anything like that, but tell me if this sounds familiar. So there's a website owned by Logan Paul, where, let's say, there's a Charizard, a Pokemon card, like an actual physical Pokemon card. All right, it's not virtual no more. It's not a virtual cookie. Now it's an actual Charizard, foiled, shiny Charizard. Mint condition. Okay? How much money you got in your pocket right now, Burrito? Tell me. Not actually, but just give me a number. Make it
I got $100.
$100. But I'm selling this Charizard for $400. Right?
You take Afterpay?
I do not take Afterpay. But here's a sweet deal for you, Burrito. See, because Chaos, he also wants that Charizard. And CoffeeZilla also wants that Charizard. And let's name another YouTuber. Logan. Let's go with Logan. Yeah, I just thought of that right now. It's a random name I just thought of right now. It has no relation to it. So Logan, CoffeeZilla, you, and Chaos all want this Charizard. Actually, no, because Logan. So wait, no, because Logan owns the shop. I want the Charizard. No, I'm gonna search Logan for me because Logan. Sorry, this analogy is getting too complicated. So Logan owns the website, and all four of us want this Charizard. So here's the deal for you. Logan says to you, Burrito, I'll tell you what. You get to own a quarter, 25% of the Charizard.
Okay.
That means that you give me $100. Chaos gives me $100. OzDaMonke, Ozomatli gives me $100, and who the frick else did we say? CoffeeZilla also gives me $100. So now you own a quarter of that shiny Charizard.
Okay.
Now what can you do with that? I don't know. I guess you can have it for a quarter of the year. I'll have it for another quarter of the year. Then Chaos will have it for another quarter of the year, and then CoffeeZilla can have it for a quarter of the year, and I don't know, look at it or whatever the frick, have it framed up or something. So tell me if that sounds familiar at all to you. But that's basically how this website works. You can own a portion of a Pokemon card.
Okay.
Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like anything to you?
It does. It does.
What would that be? What do you think? What does that sound like to you? Do you have any wild guesses, or if you don't really have a guess, I can throw out my guess.
Sounds like a timeshare.
Oh, really? Does it? Well, ain't that just a coinky ding?
Sounds like a timeshare. If I wasn't an expert, it sounds to me like we're trying to.
If you happen to be.
We're
if you had some
sharing
experiences
this.
with
If I had
timeshares.
some experience with timeshare, I would say that this is not gonna end up well for me.
So of course, CoffeeZilla tells Logan, "Hey, bro, so do you want to explain this? Because not only is this happening, but now I'm also hearing rumors that the person you put in charge of all this operation might be using the money that was supposed to go towards this Charizard in inappropriate ways and not the way it was supposed to be used. Can you corroborate on it? Can you tell me what's going on? How come the person in charge of this Pokemon card timeshare operation is using money that is being given to them for a Charizard in a different way?" And so what Logan does is he tells because CoffeeZilla tells him, "Hey, could you tell me within 24 hours? Because in 24 hours I'm gonna release a video." And so Logan, 3 hours before the 24 hours is up, submits a lawsuit threatening litigation against CoffeeZilla, with the explicitly saying on there, mentioning that they were going to pursue further litigation on top of the current lawsuit if he speaks about that Pokemon card timeshare operation.
Yeah.
Basically, he's trying to intimidate him into shutting up. But of course, because Logan Paul, after the whole situation with the cookies, with the crypto zoo, because he was trying to play it off as CoffeeZilla actually did amazing work. He because I didn't know about this, so it's a good thing he's looked it up, and it's a good thing he found out all the secrets because I didn't know about this stuff, so thank you, CoffeeZilla, for being amazing. And then so now in this particular lawsuit where he's suing him, I'm gonna sue you, don't talk about this, he's suing him for defamation, basically for making lies and spreading rumors and defaming him.
Yeah.
But there is literally just footage upon footage upon footage of Logan Paul praising him and talking about how amazing he is and how good he is at his job and all this other stuff. So it's just the most embarrassing lawsuit. And it's just basically so obvious that he just sent that lawsuit as a way to scare him so he wouldn't talk about his newest scam, basically.
Jesus.
And it is just the funniest thing ever, bro. Oh my goodness. Apparently he's also getting sued. I don't know, Chaos, do you know anything about this? He's getting sued for Prime as well. There's some kind of lawsuit happening with Prime. I don't know what's behind that. Have y'all tried Prime? Do any of you like Prime?
I've tried one of the flavors, which is the I don't know what they call it, the firework one or whatever.
Wait, isn't he suing Prime?
No. I think someone was suing Prime because I think they're claiming that we're
the bottling, the manufacturing, bottling manufacturing company is suing Prime. I'm not sure why or what the situation there is. I'll be completely honest.
Well, isn't Logan promoter of it?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, Logan's the creator of it, I
but
believe.
He was suing Prime too, because they dropped him or something.
Did they? I don't
think
so.
Is that the case?
I think so.
No.
I want to look this up right now if that's the case. Let me see. Prime lawsuit. KSI. I'm an idiot. What the fuck was I saying earlier? I was going to say Kai Cenat like an idiot. I love Kai Cenat. He's freaking great.
Yeah. 1 million plus follow Logan.
KSI and Logan Paul LLC. No, so the supplier is suing Prime.
Why?
apparently, according to Business Insider, when sales fell, they started to cut ties, or they cut ties with the supplier. Basically, I'm guessing potentially Prime wasn't selling too well, so they might have like cut back on what they promised they were gonna like be outputting. So I'm assuming if Refresco wanted to like make back some of the money, because like they might have like put in like an order for a large amount of like plastics or whatever's, and if it's not going to meet the demands that were set, I can see that happening. But it's also one of those things where it like I don't know how how strong of a case it is really. You get what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but he isn't Logan. He's a supplier though.
What do you mean?
This is Logan's Paul's prime supplier. So I'm assuming,
yeah,
he had more of a contract with the
supplier.
No.
Logan Paul does not own the supplier. These are the people that supply Logan Paul.
Because this is Logan's Paul's prime supplier suing energy drink company.
Alright, when you go buy the Shticky Icky, is that not your supplier?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so this is their supplier. So he doesn't own the supplier. This is like basically the supplier, the person who supplies him the drinks, is suing Logan Paul. Is suing the energy drink company. The energy drink company being Prime. Range of Energy, co-founded by Logan Paul. What is it saying? Cut ties when demand for the one red hot drink cratered and owes at least 67.7 million. So apparently, yeah, when the demand looks like Prime was not selling well, and so they just like full blown cut ties with the company.
Yeah,
and apparently it's because he was getting in trouble for the Japan Unalive Yourself Forest and all the crypto scams that he's been involved with. Huh?
Bill?
Well, it's been nonstop. Like it's that whole situation, and everything I just told you is not even the first time he's been a part of a crypto scam. He was also involved with Deekdoink, which was another coin, and then another coin on top of that. I feel like it breached a 2023 contract in which it committed to ordering a minimum of 18.5 million cases or 222 million bottles annually over 3 years, or a total of 55.5 million cases over 3 years. So basically, he said, we're about to be the biggest thing in the industry, and when that did not happen, they said, yeah, well, you freaking told us this was going to happen. You had already made the contract. Basically, they're saying, no, you have to finish the contract. You don't get to pull out of the contract halfway through. So that makes sense, actually. This might actually be not even that big of a situation. This might be more of a... Like, at the end of the day, he might be making more money by just paying the, like... What would you call that? Paying the punishment fee? And not having to order the other freaking, like, whatever million freaking bottles, you know? He might actually be saving money that way. The penalty payment, there we go. Yeah, that's the only thing that would make sense to me. But anyway, I mean, freaking A.
I don't know, most of... I think Logan's Paul... Whatever news gets him views is his shtick.
Well, that's the thing. He's never gonna like run out of success.
Yeah, there's people that want that content.
He's like set in every way. Like, let's say his YouTube account, his YouTube career takes a dive, or like just has a rough patch. He's still a wrestler in WWE. He's still gonna make money there. And if something happens there, he has Prime. He's gonna make money from his freaking Prime bottles from that whole situation. And if that goes down, like he's got like like I'm sure he has other freaking investments still. He has all these vehicles and stuff he could just sell up. Like there's still plenty of stuff to happen. Like he's never gonna like be in a bad spot. He's gonna be making money constantly, no matter what. Anyway, we're pretty much at time, my dudes. We're gonna go ahead and pretty much leave it there. For today's podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Thank you all so much for watching as well. Chat Monos Monodachis. Thank you, Chaos Burrito. I don't know if you're there.
Yes, I'm still here.
Okay,
hello.
cool. Just making sure. But yeah, my dudes, thank you so much for joining me. Not next Thursday, but the Thursday after that, we're gonna be having another podcast again. We'll figure out what the thing to talk about then. I'm sure even more drama's gonna come out in the Mr. Beast situation or any of this stuff. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll find out if he gets dropped.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or we get dropped. Either way.
Or we can.
The YouTube Illuminati is gonna freaking get us.
Yeah, everyone. YouTube is hitting everyone.
I love it. All right, everyone. Thank you all so much for joining us on today's podcast. Have yourself a great rest of your day, morning, evening, night, whatever happens to be, wherever you happen to be. Thank you so much for hanging out. Goodbye, and thanks for swinging by. Later, everyone.
Bye. Peace out.